Final score from Arrowhead Stadium. Your Kansas City Chiefs, 35. The Oakland Raiders, coming in from Oaktown, 3. In a game where the Kansas City Chiefs wrapped up the number 1 seed. In a game where the Kansas City Chiefs advanced to complete home field advantage over them sucky Raiders. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, your Kansas City Chiefs finished the 2018 season 12-4 with the most valuable player of not only the Kansas City Chiefs, but the National Football League. Hell yeah! Patrick Mahomes ended the season passing over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Travis Kelce looking over back there with Patrick smiling. Just finished the 2018 season as the number 1 tight end in receiving yards in the National Football League. Mahomes and Kelce, 2018. Patrick Mahomes is, without a doubt, the 2018 National Football League MVP. Now, I know a lot of people will try to say, what about Drew Brees? Sorry, Mahomes passed for 50 touchdowns and over 1,000 yards more than Drew Brees. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kansas City Chiefs fans worldwide of all ages, this is what you want. This is what you want. Your Kansas City Chiefs playing at home. At home, the Kansas City Chiefs are the 2nd overall team in the NFL in sacks. You want the Kansas City Chiefs playing at home because they are 2nd in sacks. We all know what they're about on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Kansas City Chiefs freaks worldwide of all ages, we celebrate. Tonight, we celebrate this. Because if Patrick Mahomes doesn't win in Pittsburgh week 2, in a shootout against Big Ben, the Steelers home opener. They were freaking loud. They were strong. Ben Roethlisberger brought his team back, but Patrick Mahomes stepped onto the stage one day before he turned 23. September 16th, Sunday, 2018, the Chiefs won an important game. That's the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are not a 5 seed. I pinpoint the Steelers' victory. Some may say, what about the game at Denver on Monday night? Chiefs are down 10. Patrick Mahomes leads them back with 14 points. That game too. Patrick Mahomes wins at Pittsburgh and Denver are the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are 12-4 and not 10-6. Some of the national haters that don't want to hate on Patrick say he's 0-4 in nationally televised games. They can't take away. They choose not to look at that Pittsburgh game and that game on Monday night at Denver. And that's the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs are not a 5 seed playing next week at Baltimore in a wild card. Those 2 games are the reason why Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion, is the MVP. I'm not surprised about the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's break it down and be real. 11 months ago, immediately after the Chiefs lost their playoff game against the Tennessee Titans, and many of you know this as well, but it needs to be told again. I was at my sixth straight playoff loss at Arrowhead. Clay Windler and I sat down and talked about putting together a video talking about Patrick Mahomes leading the Kansas City Chiefs. And it was a video not only to hype Patrick Mahomes, because Clay Windler of Red Tribe Cinema could do that easily. He could make it easy. He can make a Patrick Mahomes hype video by the snap of his fingers. He's that damn good. He's worked for SB Nation for 7 years. His talent is second to none. He's probably the best video guy out there, not only as a Chiefs fan, but for the National Football League. Anyway, we sat down after the Titans game because there was a lot of people saying, Alex Smith needs to come back. Alex Smith needs to come back. Patrick Mahomes needs to sit one more year behind Alex Smith and learn from Alex. But me and Clay Wendler were like, we need to put together a Patrick Mahomes video that not only hypes Patrick Mahomes where he's been from his childhood, but to where he's went through in college and where he's been in his one start at Denver at that time, what he could do with Andy Reid offense. So we told a story. We put together a YouTube video that was not only on YouTube and as well as Facebook. It's called Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes. I know many of you have already seen it because it's already been viewed over 220,000 times on YouTube currently. But the Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes is real. What you are going to hear for the next 2 weeks is the Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes. Everybody's going to ask, hey, is the Curse of the Kingdom real? And is the Rise of Mahomes good enough to put the end to the curse? Ladies and gentlemen, Clay Wendler and I put all our thought, all our heart, all our soul in that. Lance Twidwell came on at the end and put some great narration on board. He's with us in this creation of Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes. But we're going to be hearing that for the next 2 weeks. We're going to be hearing about, from the national media, the Chiefs haven't won a home playoff game in over, 22 years. Patrick Mahomes has got the talent to alleviate, to kill the curse. You know it, and I know it. I would not put my reputation online in something if I didn't believe it. When Clay Wendler and I started putting that together, there was talk of bringing Alex Smith back. So that short film was going to come out even if Alex Smith came back. That short film was going to be released even if Alex Smith came back as a starter, because that's how important the Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes is to the masses. Check it out on YouTube. Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes, if you haven't seen it already, because that's where we are now. And Patrick Mahomes will erase the curse. It's tough for people to sit through because it talks about a lot of the shortcomings of Chiefs playoffs past at Arrowhead. But when you see, if you sit and watch it the whole way through, and then you remember what you just saw in the last of the 2018 season from Patrick Mahomes, you will know why Patrick Mahomes will kick that curse right in the ass. Check it out on YouTube. Check it out on Facebook. Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes. Clay Wendler and I and Lance Twidwell put this short film together 3 weeks before Alex Smith was traded. It wasn't released until Super Bowl weekend. We had planned on releasing it in the first week of February, but Brett Veach traded Alex Smith. So Clay Wendler and I talked and said, "Hey, we need to speed up the release date because Alex Smith just got traded." So the release date was moved up 5 days. But it's the most important thing I've ever done Chiefs related on social media. Yes, I've worked with Warpaint Illustrated. I interviewed Kendall Gammon, Dustin Colquitt, Dwayne Bowe. I have a great friendship with many people on social media. But Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes is why we're here. In his first year as a starter, ladies and gentlemen, the Rise of Mahomes is the National Football League MVP. He will be. In his first year as a starter, he turned 23, September 17th, after his freaking first 2 games of the season, going into the Chargers and winning, going into Pittsburgh winning. A day later, Patrick Mahomes turns 23. Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes is where we are all about. And if you would like to know more about that from the Shaggyshane Entertainment, go back on my YouTube channel and see where I interviewed Clay Wendler in February. It's on there. Just scroll back, and you'll see my interview with Clay Wendler talking about the creation of Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes. But don't be afraid of the curse because we have the rise. Don't be afraid. Embrace it. Don't be afraid when anybody says, I know the Chiefs got home field advantage, but are we cursed? Curse of the Kingdom. Rise of Mahomes. Check it out on YouTube. I know many of you already have. Again, it has over 220,000 views. But that's where we are at as Chiefs fans. It's our time. All right. Tonight, the Colts and Titans game is just about to start. The winner of that game will go to Houston, and the Chiefs will more than likely play. Here's who the Chiefs are probably going to play. Either the Chargers, the Ravens, or the Colts, or the Titans. Tonight's game will decide either the Colts or the Titans. The Colts, the Titans, the Ravens, and the Chargers. They got to deal with Patrick freaking Mahomes, baby. Some may say, hey, Shaggy, you put a lot of pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Early in the season, I dealt with so much shit, man. I dealt with so much shit. The day he was drafted, scroll back on my YouTube, scroll back. I said, Patrick Mahomes is going to break numerous records and take your Kansas City Chiefs to the Super Bowl. Well, guess what he did in his first freaking year? MVP. 50 touchdowns. 5,000 yards passing. Travis Kelce broke the NFL record. All-time receiving yards. I'm the number one Mahomie. And I love it. Chiefs Kingdom is freaking out. People are getting Patrick Mahomes tattoos. Losing their minds. I'm not getting any Patrick Mahomes tattoos. I'm going to stick with my mug that my daughter bought me for Christmas last year before Patrick Mahomes ever even started an NFL game. Because my daughter Tabitha knew I was the number one Mahomie. We have another drink here before we wrap this up. But it's our time. 2018, Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes. It is freaking on, baby. It is on. All right, folks. Again, the Chiefs will either play the Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts, who are playing tonight, or the Baltimore Ravens or the Los Angeles Chargers. Chiefs get to sit back and get healthy. Chiefs get to sit back and think about things because they earned the number one seed. This is Delta Shade. Check them out. They're my post-game exit song every week. Check them out. Led by Chad Buchanan and Travis Pine. Great guys and an amazing drummer. I can't think of his name right now. They're a three-piece band. Ladies and gentlemen, I will have a show back here next Sunday night, and we'll discuss the Chiefs' opponent. Until then, scroll onto YouTube and check out Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes if you haven't already. We put it together in January. It explains why we are here now today. Curse of the Kingdom, Rise of Mahomes. Arrowhead Stadium, home field, it's a short drive to the countryside. Where you going? We're going to Kansas City, baby. Home field advantage right here in Kansas City. This is Shaggyshane talking about your number one seed with Shaggyshane Entertainment, representing Patrick Mahomes and the entire Kansas City Chiefs. I will see you next Sunday night and we'll discuss who's coming to KC. Until then, I love you guys. See you next Sunday night. Chiefs Kingdom, we're on the warpath. See you next Sunday night. This is Shaggyshane saying, go Chiefs!